An example that he talks about is how when we were with our kids or with our family, for obviously, you want to be putting in some hours at work, and when you're at work, you want to be putting some time with your family. So there's always that constant belief that you should be somewhere else. And I think right now with this time. Hey everyone, we're back, and thank you guys, everyone, not guys, guys and girls. I always say guys, but thank you everyone for joining me. And want to share a quick message here before you guys cap the night, right? As we're here in quarantine, still New York City is still under a lot of restrictions, and I feel that I was watching a quick motivational video, and they had an old school video of the late motivational speaker. I forgot his name. I believe it was Zig Ziglar. Those of you that know him, look him up. But he was saying that oftentimes, we all have the same amount of time every single day, and no matter what background, no matter what occupation you have, we all have the same amount of time every single day. And then he was stating that uh, time is not really the factor. The factor is obviously what you do with that time, and what your purpose is with that time. And um, and in some way he was talking about how to set goals and stuff like that. So I guess that part of it is true. But for my what I got away from that speech was that sometimes we wish for things to be a certain way, and when they get there, you wish for them to be another way. And an example that he talks about is how when we were with our kids or with our family, for obviously, you want to be you know putting in some hours at work, and when you're at work, you want to be putting some time with your family. So there's always that constant belief that you should be somewhere else. And I think right now with this time that we're restricted to do anything, that we kind of like obviously are being in a way forced to be home, um, whether we like it or not. A lot of us are, especially myself, you catch yourself, wishing things were different, wishing things were a different way, wishing you would do something else, maybe even back at work. And I want to challenge everyone to think about, if they were at work, what would they be thinking of? Excuse me. What would they be thinking of, and would they want to be, would they want to be at work? They would most likely, when they're at work, they would want to be home with their family or their kids or loved ones, whatever it is that they want to be home with. And now that we're home, we wish that we were at work. And this is, I think, one of the most true, I think, I stories I've heard, that I believe most of us are like that. We are at one place, even if it's at a certain level in life where you're at a certain position or a certain milestone, you always wish you were somewhere else. And from my experience, I know when, for example, when you're in high school, you wish you were in college. When you're in college, you wish you graduated college. You wish you had a great career and money and all the things that you want to buy. And then once you get there, you wish you were, once you have the money, career, and all that stuff, you wish you had your own stuff and your own business and I would say, whatever makes you content. And it's always that I would say feeling of wanting more. And I've heard in countless amount of the followers. I mean, not the follow, of speakers and great minds that I research, that is something that us as human beings, we have this trait, that there's always this need for more of anything, of whatever it is, in any aspect of our lives, right? And it could be even health, right? You might be a certain weight. You wish you were skinnier. You wish you were more toned. As guys, we wish we were more muscular or defined. Whatever it is that everybody has their own weight, but everything is always that we wish we were somewhere else. And I think one of the cures to our contentment and happiness would be that, instead of saying we wish we were somewhere else, how about we're exactly where we're supposed to be? And I was walking today around the neighborhood, and I call myself in a way like, missing what I used to do and my old job and how I used to commute and walk home and brought me memories, and then I realized that there is a, those moments that you feel like, this shouldn't be happening, these things are not really, on my side. Those moments that are like that, you realize that there's a time for all of that. It's time and place. And even now, there's a time for this. Time for us to rest. Time for us to recoup, to tap into sides of ourselves that we never knew existed. Um, and I said it on my other videos as well. But I think now, as we're forced to be home, you're getting to understand what everything has for you and what its place is in your life and how these certain events supposed to, that happened, and even this right now, there's a purpose for it, and whether we see it or not, that is irrelevant because most of the time, if you think about back when those moments you were thinking about, you didn't see the relevancy of that time of those events, and right now we won't see the relevancy of these events as well. Maybe a couple of years out or a couple of months later, we'll realize why these occurrences right now, these events, are exactly what we need. So I guess taking that approach on life or anything, I think changes how we move forward and how we even interact with others on a daily basis. So my thoughts for today, I hope it sparks some type of ideas, interest in you guys, and we'd love to hear your comments in the comment section. And again, thank you for the support. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.